Around 4 months ago, I took my son to get his ears tested because over the years he's had infection after infection, and he's had a couple of operations on his ear, over 6 operations on his ear, and from all the infections, his actual eardrum was eaten away. So I had to go back to get his ears tested because he's not coping with school and that with his hearing. So we went and got that done around 4 months ago, and they said he needed a hearing aid. He was 75% deaf. I had to wait for the specialist, another appointment for him, and in the meantime Pastor Todd at church, he said there was a calling on healing for ears. So I stood up and laid hands on him, and there was a gentleman behind me. He stood up and laid hands on Uzziah, and you can just feel the power. It was awesome. You can feel the power of God working there and then. From there, then we went the following Monday to get his hearing aid fitted, and I had to take the results and the referral through, and then we went in there, started sitting down, and as we sat there, she said, "Oh no, we'll do one more test before we actually fit his hearing aid." And we were sitting there doing the test then, and he started getting fidgety and started smiling and everything because he was getting excited, and I was sitting there chewing an apple, and I said, "No, you got to stop, listen now, stop mucking around." And he was just smiling. "Yeah, okay." Then he'd sit still again, and then he would hear it again, and she was looking at me real funny way because he was actually hearing what the test was, I suppose, because he was getting excited because he could hear and he was smiling up, and it didn't actually click to me or anything that he could hear yet until we went outside. She goes, "There's nothing wrong with his ear." I said, "Oh, okay, you sure?" She said, "Yeah." I said, "But that paperwork," she said, "Yeah, I know you got the paperwork, but I've got paperwork here from today. That was 3 or 4 months ago. I've got the paperwork here today to say that he's nothing wrong with his ears." And I said, "Oh, okay." Then it didn't click to me either, so we just kept walking out, and as we walked out the door, Uzziah shoved me and said, "Hey, Mum." I said, "Yes, thank you, Jesus." And it clicked to me what had happened from his hearing test from 4 months ago to the day we got it done. And I was just smiling up and excited, and he'd run to the car to his big brother, and he said, "I don't need a hearing aid now, I don't need the hearing aid," he said. And his brother said, "What?" I said, "No, he doesn't need one now." I said, "It's awesome. God's good, eh?" And we were smiling up, singing all the way home then. And that was it. So I just thank God for the healing on my son's ear.